Hey there, happy Tuesday, my friends. I am Emily, your registered dietitian and nutrition coach, and I am going live right now, and we are going to post that I posted yesterday, as well as something else that came out onto the Facebook. It might actually be coming out later, but I cannot wait to talk more with you about that. So it's reminding you that you need more than 1,200 calories a day. If you're, having a hard time losing weight, you're like, I'm in such an extreme calorie deficit. The weight's not budging. I'm only eating 1,200 calories a day. I don't know what the hell to do. That's what we're talking about. So if you've ever experienced anything like that, give me like a thumbs up down in the comments, or like feeling like, yeah, like I've grossly under eating and then I felt like I was like starving all the time, or that I wasn't making any progress at all. Like having that feeling of like a plateau. And despite everything that you're doing, it is so common for people. So I don't want you to feel like you're alone in this, but it can feel so like confusing as far as like, I thought I was supposed to be doing more. I thought like I can do more exercise, but you're only going to hurt yourself in the end with that. So we're diving that into that tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're hopping on live, please comment team live. If you're watching this replay, please comment team replay. So let's get dive into this. So I was on the phone with a girl last week. We're going to call her Jane. And she said to me, Emily, I am so confused. I am walking 5 to 6 miles a day at work. I do an additional half an hour to an hour of walking or running after work or before work. I am tracking every little thing that is going into my body food wise, which is only 1,000 to 1,100 calories a day, and I am not losing weight. She's like, I am stuck. I'm having digestive issues. I have to take medications for constipation. I am feeling absolutely horrible. I don't sleep great. I'm exhausted all the time. And all of these bells start going off into my head of like, okay, so she has a history of dieting. She's been doing this before. She usually just goes down into an extreme deficit, can drop the weight really fast, but then the weight comes back. This is what she's done her entire life. If this sounds like you, let me know down in the comments. If this sounds like you, if you're like, I would go restriction, drop everything, but now it's just not working for me. What happens is our bodies are very fluid. Our bodies want to maintain homeostasis, meaning it wants everything to stay exactly the same. You can go a few days without eating, and your body's not going to say, all right, we're going to die or anything like that. Our bodies are flexible with this. So what happens is if we're not eating enough and we're over exercising, over moving, our bodies say, okay, you're not giving me a lot. What I need to do is to cut back on my energy expenditure. I stop doing things. You're not feeling hungry. You're not feeling full anymore. Your body's not making those hormones. Your blood sugars could be all over the place. Your sleep quality is horrible. You're waking up throughout the night, you're tossing and turning, you're not getting good sleep, it's not restful. Your energy levels are tanking in the afternoon and evening time, and you're feeling like crap. You're having digestive issues, might be bloating, might be upset stomach, might be just feeling blah overall. You have constipation or diarrhea issues as well too anytime that you eat, so it makes you scared to eat. Your libido is low. All of this stuff, you might have a hard time, finding motivation to do things. All of this stuff is feedback that your body is trying to tell you that something is wrong and that we need to do something different, that we have to change something. And the answer to sustainable weight loss is not going to be cut down your intake even further, because you're only doing more damage to your body. You're only doing more damage. What needs to happen if this is happening to you is we have to increase your intake. We have to do more. You have to rebuild back up your basal metabolic rate in order for your body to survive, in order for your body to say, I feel comfortable with how much I'm getting and how much I'm feeling, or how I'm feeling right now. We have to be able to build that back up. So if you're like, okay, well, I really can't go any lower, I'm not seeing any progress. This is something that we do all the time with our NWE clients. We take them through what's called a reverse diet, and that's exactly what should be happening for this girl as well. She should be going through a reverse diet. You have to eat more, bring your body back up to maintenance, especially with all the activity that you're doing before you can go back into a deficit. And that deficit is not going to be down to 1,000 or 1,100 or 1,200 calories a day. Your bodies do not like that. Our bodies absolutely do not want to function that way. So I hope this has been like a reminder to you that like we need to be eating more. We have to be able to take care of ourselves. Our bodies need food and substance to work on, and we can't be running on empty all the time. If you're finding that your hair is falling out and you're feeling like crap and your energy's in the tank, we probably have to eat more. And we can take you through that protocol. That's not a problem at all. We do that all the time with our clients. We help them, by sharpening that tool and feeling better with it. And it sounds scary and it sounds counterintuitive, but it's exactly what you need in order to be successful. We have to bring your calorie intake back up. You have to restore your metabolism because your body is just running on empty at that point. Another thing as well, this person said that she tracks every little thing that she has. So, I mean, that's also very, very obsessive. It can be a lot on the body too. She might also have some problem with, or some people, not her, I'm going to say, some people might have the problem with, like, okay, they think they're only eating 1,200 calories a day. And I talked about this last week too in the group. But when you go through and dive in and say, yeah, I'm only having 2 eggs and a piece of toast for breakfast, and it's about 210 calories, but you're not counting the 3 tablespoons of olive oil that you're using when you're making your eggs. You're not counting the 2 tablespoons plus of peanut butter that you're putting on your toast. You're not counting the 1/4 of a cup of creamer that you're putting into your coffee that's adding another 120 calories. So sometimes we have to think about it that way too, of like, am I not seeing the entire picture? Most times we're not eating enough and we're damaging ourselves that way. Sometimes we're overeating without even realizing it. We're saying, I'm only doing this, but this is what happens. So those are 2 different perspectives there. If you have any questions on this, you're more than welcome to leave it down in the comments below. I would love to come back and answer any of these questions. These are 2 things that we commonly see with our clients. Either they're grossly under eating and they're struggling to lose weight because their bodies have adapted so much and they have to go through a reverse diet, or we think that we aren't eating a lot at all. We're overestimating our exercise and underestimating how much we eat, which is then causing us to have that weight stagnancy or the weight gain because we're not realizing how much we're actually doing and how much we're taking in. I had another girl the other night say that she does 1/3 of a brick of cheese while she's cooking dinner every night. And I was like, that is about 3 or 4 servings. Are you aware of that? And she's like, I had no idea. And cheese is great for you, but we don't need to be having 3 or 4 bricks of cheese, 1/3 of a brick of cheese or 2 bricks of cheese throughout the week. So I hope this has been enlightening. If it has, please give me a thumbs up or the heart on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back for more. All right, see ya.